Lore time, I guess. This is like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time I've done this, maybe. Something like that. Who knows? I don't care. You don't care. Lore time. So, as far as the avatar that is in use right now, the VTuber avatar, people wonder why it's there, what's the lore behind it. The rationale behind the avatar I've given a few times, I'll give it again right now. The rationale behind it is there was a community effort in basically building the idea of this avatar being made this way, which I'm going to go over. And also, there's a lot of benefits to me using an avatar like this. One of the biggest ones is that when I deal with people like Call for an Uprising, when I deal with bigoted people, putting an avatar like this up as the thing I speak through gives them an easy ad hominem attack. And if somebody's willing to go for that easy ad hom, it basically lets me determine if they're an honest actor very quickly. It's an easy litmus test. It's the same reason I wanted to make sure that like my nerd apparel was always shown behind me when I was doing things on camera. It's the same reason my character is in front of video game backgrounds or speaking through a cartoon or what have you. These are always such easy targets for somebody to go after that when they choose to go after, it identifies whether or not they're going to be a good interlocutor. And the litmus test is almost always very easy. It's so easy to pass. It's just talk about the ideas instead of the avatar. That's it. All you have to do. But people fail it all the time, and it's great. So, the next thing. This is the fan art folder. This is all the fan art that has been featured on the channel. There's more fan art than this that has been submitted. It's just not been featured. Just because I haven't got to it yet. So, where did this all begin? This began with Chachinus. Chachinus made this artwork of my character. This is a very old fan art. Almost 3 years old now. But this fan art here started a trend. A very, very awkward trend that I never got to escape. And that trend was Rule 63ing my character. So we'd get things like this one, for example. Just big boobied Rule 63 Suris. Or like a Snow White Suris, which is another Rule 63. Or we could go through and find other things in here. I mean, hell, here is a Rule 63 Suris and a Raz giving a haircut. We've also got in here, I mean, there's weird shit like, you know, Shadow the Hedgehog Suris. I can't avoid the weird. But then we've got this Suris, which is very androgynous. And then we have some other fun things. We've got another Rule 63 Suris. Lots of Rule 63. No real way to avoid it. And then a very particular picture was dropped that got integrated into the channel. This one is from Jack the Vulture. You've seen this Neko Suris somewhere on this channel. You have. In some way, shape, or form. On streams, this was the pause screen. This was the screen for like when streams were opening. This created a secondary trend of not just Rule 63 Suris, but Rule 63 Neko Suris. Of which we can identify other versions of this that have been submitted over time. So after a while, it just became common knowledge that it was that the bent versions of my character would always be Rule 63 versions, or they would be Neko versions, or they would be usually a mixture of both. And so, after a while, I said, screw it. Just screw it. Just integrated it into the channel. So the thumbnails for the channel for a while became an adaptation on Jack the Vulture's Neko Suris that was drawn by Raz. And then, after having that for so long, when I was asked, hey, can you please go back to using an animated avatar? I said okay, because I know I've got an ugly mug. I know for a fact I do. So I welcome the opportunity to hide behind a cartoon again. And in so doing, I found a user who could do an avatar for me. This user was Rimixen. Rimixen took the commission, drew the avatar, rigged it up, and, well, here we are. Now we have Rule 63, Neko Suris is the face of the channel. And not just the face of this channel, they are also the face of the gaming channel as well. I just need to pull that up real quick, because if I don't, I will lose this opportunity. I'll lose this opportunity to advertise for myself. They're also the face of the Neko Suris gaming channel now, which 2 videos have been released recently, and more will be released soon. So yeah, there you go. Lore stream over. Now you know. There's a pragmatic reason behind it. Oh, also thumbnails and boobies and thumbnails are great. But anyway, aside from all that, now you know there's a pragmatic reason for it, and it's also been basically the community built this up, and I just embraced it instead of trying to fight against it. So here we are. There you go. Lore stream over.